Hello everyone. In this video, now we'll learn Cartesian products, relations and ordering in the set theory. I am Professor H.D. Padia from SHGMC Shegao. In our previous videos, we have covered the set theory, inclusion of the set equality, types of the set, operations on the set, Venn diagrams and the set identifiers. And now we'll continue for the Cartesian products and the relations and ordering. Before the Cartesian products, we'll see that what is the ordered pairs. Now in our previous videos, we have discussed about the sets. For the set of elements, the order and repetition of the elements is not important. Therefore, if we have the set of elements 1, 2, 3, 4, then it is equals to the set of elements 2, 1, 3, 4 because the order or the sequence is not important. We can change the sequence. And the repeated term that is also not having the any importance in the set. That's why the set of the 1 2 3 4 it is equals to the set of 2 1 3 4 and again it is equals to the set of 1 2 3 4 2. Now here the element 2 it is 2 times, but still there is no any importance. We can consider it only once. But in the ordered pair there is a importance to the order, that is to the sequence, and there is a importance to the repeated terms also. An ordered pair consists of the two objects in a given fixed order. Note that the ordered pair is not a set consisting of the two elements. The ordering of the two objects is important. The two objects need not be distinct. Now the set it is denoted by or it is written in the curly braces. We shall denote an ordered pair by this angular brackets, that is the in angular bracket x comma y, or the ordered pair is also represented by a pair of parentheses. A familiar example of an ordered pair is the representation of a point in a two-dimensional plane in the Cartesian coordinates. Let's have the example that accordingly the ordered pairs, that is the ordered pair of 1 comma 3, ordered pair of 2 comma 4, ordered pair of 1 comma 2 and the ordered pair of 2 comma 1 represent the different points in a plane. Here the ordered pair of 1 comma 2 it is not equals to the ordered pair of 2 comma 1. These two ordered pairs are different. The equality of two ordered pairs, that is the ordered pair of x comma y and the ordered pair of u comma v, is defined by the ordered pair of x comma y is equals to the ordered pair of u comma v if and only if the x is equals to u, that is the first element of x is equals to the first element of y, and this y is equals to v, that is the second element of the first ordered pair is equals to the second element of the second ordered pair. That is the first element of first ordered pair is equals to the first element of second ordered pair, and the second element of both ordered pairs are same. So that what we can conclude that the ordered pair of 1 comma 2 is not equals to the ordered pair of 2 comma 1. These two are different, and the ordered pair of 1 comma 1 it is also not equals to the ordered pair of 2 comma 2. The distinction between the ordered pairs and the set containing the two elements will be clear from the following example. See, the first example is for the set, that is the set of a comma b is equals to the set of b comma a is equals to the set of a comma b, because in the set order is not having any importance and the repeated term also not having any importance. And the second example is again for the repeated term, that is the set of a comma a is equals to a. Now, but for the ordered pair of a comma b it is not equals to the ordered pair of b comma a. These both are different. And the ordered pair of a comma a it is also not equals to the ordered pair of a, because in the ordered pair the sequence is matter and there is a importance to the repeated term also. Now we'll move to the second topic, that is the Cartesian products. If we have the two sets, then we can find out the Cartesian products between the elements of these two sets. Let's have the A and B are any two sets. Then the set of all ordered pairs such that the first member of the ordered pair is an element of the A, that is the element of the first set, and the second member is an element of B, is called the Cartesian product of A and B and is written as the A cross B. This cross is a symbol used for the Cartesian product. We read this A cross B, that is the Cartesian product of A and B. Symbolically, the Cartesian product of A and B is a set of ordered pairs x, y such that the x belongs to the A and y belongs to the B. That is, the first element must belongs to the first set and the second element must belongs to the second set. Let's have, we have the two sets here. The first set we consider A with the two elements alpha, beta, and second element with the three elements, that is 1, 2, 3. Now, what may be the Cartesian products? The first three Cartesian products may be the alpha, 1, the alpha, 2, and the alpha, 3. And next three ordered pairs may be the beta, 1, beta, 2, and the beta, 3. Means the products of the element of the two sets. But first element must belongs to the first set and second element must be from the second set. Let's have the example that if A is a set of two elements alpha, beta and B is a set of three elements 1, 2, 3, then what are the Cartesian products of A and B, B and A and A, B and B, and the Cartesian product of A and B intersection Cartesian product of B and A. Let's find out the Cartesian product of A and B. Now in that the first set is A and second set is B. That's why in the ordered pairs first element must belongs to the A and second element must belongs to the B. Now what will the Cartesian products, that is alpha, 1, alpha, 2 and alpha, 3. Then for the second element of A, that is beta, 1, beta, 2 and beta, 3. Next, the Cartesian product of B and A. Now here first set is B and second set is A. That's why first element must be from B and second element must be of A. That's why the set of Cartesian these products is the 1, alpha, 1, beta. Then second element of B, that is 2, alpha and 2, beta. And now for the third elements of B, that is the 3, alpha and 3, beta. The next Cartesian product of A and A. Now here we have to find out all the possible combinations between the elements of A, that is alpha, 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 beta, beta, alpha and beta, beta. The next same for the Cartesian product of B and B. We have to find out all possible combinations between the elements of set B, that is the 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3 and 3, 1, 3, 2, 3, 3. The last is the Cartesian product of A and B intersection Cartesian product of B and A. In first two we have already find out the Cartesian product of A and B and B and A. Now intersection means the similar terms. Now if we observe these two Cartesian products, then we can conclude that there is no any similar ordered pair. That's why this intersection is equals to phi. It is empty. Let's have the second example. Now if A is a set of three elements A, B, C and B is a set of two elements 1, 2, then again what are the Cartesian products of A and B, B and A and A, B and B, and the intersection of Cartesian products of A and B and Cartesian products of B and A. Now the Cartesian product of A and B, it will the ordered pair A comma 1, A comma 2. Then for the second element of A, that is B comma 1, B comma 2, and for the third element of A, that is C comma 1 and C comma 2. The Cartesian product of B and A. Now the first element must be of B. That's why it will the 1 comma A, 1 comma B, 1 comma C. 1 with all the elements of A. Now for the second element of B, then 2 comma A, 2 comma B and 2 comma C. Cartesian product of A and A, all the possible combinations between the elements of A, that is A comma A comma B, A comma C, then B comma A, B comma B, B comma C, and last three, the C comma A, C comma B and C comma C. Next, the Cartesian product of B and B, that is 1 comma 1, because there are the two elements of the B, 1 and 2, then 1 comma 1, 1 comma 2, 2 comma 1, 2 comma 2. Now, the Cartesian product of A and B intersection Cartesian product of B and A. If we observe to these first two Cartesian products, then we can conclude that there is no any similar term. That's why this intersection is equals to pi, same as a previous. The third example, that if A is equals to pi and B is a set of three elements, that is 1, 2, 3, then what are the Cartesian products of A and B and A? If out of these two sets, if any one set is pi, then the Cartesian product is pi. That's why the Cartesian product of A and B is equals to pi, because there is no any element in this Cartesian product. Now, moving to the third topic, that is relations and ordering. From this word relations, we can clear that a relation, it shows the similarity or the comparison between the two terms. In everyday life, we use the lots of relations, that just like the brother, sister, mother, father, grandfather, grandmother, right? We'll clear that the concept of relation is a basic concept in everyday life as well as in mathematics. We have already used the various relations. Associated with a relation is the act of comparing objects which are related to one another. The ability of a computer to perform the different tasks based upon the result of comparison is one of its most important attributes, which is used several times during the execution of the typical programs. In a programming, the lots of time we have to compare two things, that A is less than 10 or A is greater than 10, A is equals to 10, and based on this condition we have to take the decision. In this section, we first formalize the concept of relation and then discuss the method of representing a relation by using a matrix or its graph. The relation matrix is useful in the determining the properties of a relation and also in representing a relation on a computer. In our next video, we'll discuss about the relation matrix and the properties of the binary relations. Now, the word relation suggests some familiar examples of relations, such as the relation of father to son, it is one relation, the mother to son, brother to sister, etc. The familiar examples in the arithmetic are the relations such as greater than, less than, greater than equals to, less than equals to, not equals to, etc. between the two real numbers that compare the two things, two values. If we analyze the relation, then A is a friend of B, then we can write that B is a friend of A. Right? Here we can exchange the A and B. That is, the order is not important. If A is a friend of B, then obviously B is also the friend of A. But if we have the second example, that A is a father of B, then we cannot write that B is a father of A. Here we cannot exchange the A and B because for the relation father, order is important. That A is a father of B, then B is not a father of A. Same, if we have the relation of the mathematics, that is the less than, then A is less than B, then we cannot write that B is less than A. If A is less than B or A is greater than B, that's not mean that B is less than A or B is not greater than A. Here we cannot exchange the A and B, that is order is important for the less than or greater than relation. But if we have the relation that is A is equals to B, then we can write simply B is equals to A, because in equals to or in not equals to, order is not important. We'll discuss that suppose we have Shyam and Ram, then Shyam is a brother of Ram, both are male. The Shyam is a brother of Ram, that's why we can say that Ram is brother of Shyam, because if both are boys, then this brother relation, it is the symmetric, that if Shyam is a brother of Ram, then obviously Ram is also the brother of Shyam. But what is the problem? If one is Shyam and the second person is Sita, one is boy and one is girl, and if we are saying that Shyam is a brother of Gita or the brother of Sita here, that's not mean that Sita is a brother of Shyam. Sita is a brother of Shyam. If we say this, then it will wrong. Then the relation of girl with boy, it is different. That's we call the sister. Shyam is a brother of Sita, then we can say that Sita is sister of Shyam, not a brother. After this analysis, what we can conclude that the relations between a pair of objects called a binary relations. A set of ordered pairs defines a binary relation. We can call a binary relation simply as a relation. It is sometimes convenient to express the fact that the particular ordered pair sets. Symbolically, how to represent the relation that is in an angular bracket, because order is important. Now it is clear to you that if we have the relation brother, then order is important, that Shyam is a brother of Gita or Shyam is a brother of Sita. We cannot say that Sita is a brother of Shyam. That's why we are using here the ordered pair, not a set. That is, in ordered pair x comma y belongs to the relation R. Again we can define it in different way, that where R is a relation by writing that X has a relation R to Y. It is also the one method to represent, to define the relation. We read this that X is in relation R to Y. In mathematics, the relations are often denoted by the special symbols, just like we use the equals to sign, not equals to, less than, greater than. We have the separate symbol for less than equals to, greater than equals to, and etc. rather than by writing the capital letters. Let's have the example that the relation greater than is represented by a special symbol, that is this greater than, for real numbers. Then this relation should be considered as the name of the set whose elements are ordered pairs. Each member of any of the ordered pair in the set is real number, and if P and Q are two real numbers such that P has a relation greater than to Q, then we say that is the ordered pair of P comma Q belongs to the relation greater than. Or with second technique, that is P has a relation greater than to Q. But in general mathematics, we read this that P is greater than Q. In discrete mathematics, we have to read this that P has a relation greater than to Q. More precisely, the relation greater than is. If we preface this again, then how to write down that the relation greater than is a set of ordered pairs x comma y such that the x comma y are real numbers and the x is greater than y. If we have the second example, that the relation of father to his child can be described by a set, say capital F, of the ordered pairs in which the first member is the name of father and the second the name of the child. That is, this set F or the relation F, it is a set of ordered pairs x comma y such that the x is the father of y. Means the x is the father and y is the son. Then we can write down the ordered pair x comma y for the relation father. Now we'll discuss about the one topic in the relations and ordering, that is called the domain and the range. Let S is a binary relation. Then the set, this D in bracket S, it is read as the domain of S of all the objects x such that for some y the ordered pair of x comma y belongs to the set S is called the domain of S. That is, the domain of S, it is a set of x such that for some y ordered pair of x comma y must belongs to the set S. Similarly, the R of S, it is read as the range of the set S. It is for all the objects y such that for some x the ordered pair of x comma y belongs to the set S. It's called the range of S. That is, the range of S, it is a set of element y such that for some x ordered pair of x comma y must belongs to the set S. In short, the domain means the first element of every ordered pair and the range means a set of second element of every ordered pairs. It will clear to you with the following example, that let S is a set of 4 ordered pairs, that is 1, 5, 2, 6, 3, 7 and 4, 8. Therefore, the domain of this set S, it will a set of the first element of every ordered pair, that is 1, 2, 3 and 4. It is simple. And the range of this set, it will the second element of every ordered pair. That's why the range of S, it is a set of this 5 from the first ordered pair, 6 from the second ordered pair, 7 from the third ordered pair, 8 from the fourth ordered pair. Let's view again the example here, that let P is a set of 3 ordered pairs, that is 1, 2, 2, 4 and 3, 3, and Q is a set of 3 ordered pairs 1, 3, 2, 4 and 4, 2. Then what we have to find out? We have to find out first, that is P union Q. Now P is a set of 3 ordered pairs and Q is a set of 3 ordered pairs, and union relation, that's we know that all the ordered pairs of P and all the ordered pairs of Q. Now here in the P and Q, the ordered pair 2, 4, it is repeated. Then what we can include, that it is a set of ordered pairs 1, 2, 2, 4 and 3, 3 of the P, and 1, 3, 2, 4 and 4, 2 of the second, that is of the Q. Now we can write down as it is, or we can simplify it by cancelling the one ordered pair of the 2, 4 because it is repeated. The second is P intersection Q, that is the similar ordered pairs between the P and Q. And when we focus to the P and Q, then we can conclude that the ordered pair 2, 4, it is repeated. It is similar in the P and Q. The next is the domain of the set P, means every first element of all the ordered pairs, that is the set of 1, 2, 3. The the domain of the P union Q. Now we have already find out the P union Q. That's why the domain means the first element of every ordered pairs. That's why it will the set of 1, 2, 3, 1, 2 and 4. Now here again it is a set, that's why there is no any importance to the repeated term. We can simplify it, that is a set of 1, 2, 3, 4 only, or we can keep it as it is. Now the range of the set P, that is the second element of every ordered pair of the set P, that is the 2, 4, 3. The range of the P intersection Q. Now what is the P intersection Q? Then there is only the one ordered pair, that is 2, 4, and the range of this P intersection Q means the second element of this ordered pair. That's why it is a set of only one element, that is 4. Next, the domain of Q. The domain means first element of the set Q. It will the 1, 2, 4. That's why it is a set of this 1, 2, 4. And the last is the range of the set Q, that is the second element of the every ordered pair of the set Q. That is, it will the set of 3, 4, 2. That's all. Now, in the second problem, the P again it is with the three ordered pairs, that is 1, 2, 2, 4 and 3, 3. And Q is a set of three ordered pairs, same as the previous, that is 1, 3, 2, 4 and 4, 2. Now, we have to show that the domain of P union Q is equals to the domain of P union domain of Q. And second, we have to show that the range of P intersection Q is equals to, or it is a subset of range of P intersection range of Q. Now, for that, to show the first, we will find out the P union Q, same as the previous, that it will the set of ordered pairs 1, 2, 2, 4, 3, 3, all the ordered pairs of P, and the ordered pairs 1, 3, 2, 4 and 4, 2, that is all the ordered pairs of Q. It is a union. Therefore, now P union Q, it is a set of ordered pairs 1, 2, 2, 4, 3, 3, 1, 3 and 4, 2. We have cancel this repeated term. We have remove this repeated ordered pair of the 2, 4. Now, if we find out the domain of this P union Q, that is the first element of every ordered pair, then it will the 1, 2, 3, then 1, 4. In the set, there is no any importance to this repeated term 1. That's why the domain of P union Q, it is a set of 4 elements 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, if we find out the domain of P separately, then domain of P, it will the set of 1, 2, 3, and the domain of Q, that is the first element of every ordered pair, that is 1, 2, 4. That's why it is the set of 1, 2, 4. If we find out the union of this domain of P and the domain of Q, then it will all the elements of domain of P, that is the 1, 2, 3, and all the elements of domain of Q, that is the 1, 2, 4. That's why it will the set of 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 4. Here the element 1 and 2 are repeated, that's why we can write down it's only once. That's why it will the set of elements 1, 2, 3, 4. If we look to this 2, then we can conclude that domain of P union Q, it is equals to the domain of P union domain of Q. Now, for the second, we have to find out the range of P intersection Q. That's why first we will find out the P intersection Q. Now, P intersection Q means similar ordered pairs in the set P and in the set Q. If we look to the set P and set Q, then we can conclude that there is only one same ordered pair, and it is the ordered pair 2, 4. Now, if we find out the range of P intersection Q, that is the second element of the ordered pair, then it will the set of only one element 4. Now, the range of P. The range of P means second element of every ordered pair of the P. Then it will the 2, 4, 3. Therefore, it is a set of 2, 4, 3. And the range of the set Q, that is the second element of every ordered pair of the set Q. That's why it is the set of 3, 4 and 2. You can see that 3, 4 and 2. Now, if we find out the range of P intersection range of Q, that is the set of 2, 4, 3 and set of 3, 4, 2. Now it will equals to intersection means the same term, the 2 is present in both, the 3 is present in both and 4 is also present in both. That's why it is a set of 2, 3, 4. If we look to this 2, then the set of 4, it is a subset of set of 2, 3, 4. Therefore, we can conclude that the range of P intersection Q, it is a subset of range of P intersection range of Q.